Let me wait for the channels to load in here. Okay. That one's going to be chat right here. This is going to be, this one should be fine. Yes. Right there, like that. Great. Awesome. So those of you that are watching on Rumble, you get to hear that.
Southern Fisherman 843.
And all of you that are watching on the other channels,
Rosef.
you didn't get to hear what we talked about on Rumble just now, so you might want to come to Rumble and make sure you follow at Nate's Garden so you don't miss any of the good stuff that I give all the people on Rumble before we go live.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm eating pizza. What do you think? I'm eating pizza. Does it look like I'm having fun? Mmm. Hot pizza. Melty cheese. A little oregano. Mmm. This is so good. A little of the olive oil.
Patrick John Welder. Hey, Nay. So I see Kanye is getting dropped by everyone as we speak. No more Adidas record label. Everything is gone.
He's still worth more than $1 billion, bro. He's gonna be able to live off that for the rest of his life. So he's fine.
A dub.
Don't cry.
Sup, Daddy.
Don't cry for Kanye, man. Don't cry for Ye.
Josh G.
Hey, A-Dub, what's up, buddy? Long time no see.
What's the perfect pizza to you? Simple or loaded with toppings?
Cheese pizza's great. I don't need toppings. But I mean, I'll eat toppings. I love them too. I like food, man. What can I say? I'm a big fan of food. Eating. Big ears on a dog.
Cassie. Yummy pizza. Patrick John Welder. They said he went from $1 billion to $400 million according to Forbes. Southern Fisherman 843.
Dude, if he has 250 million, he'll be fine.
I love me a good slice, all cheese, please.
Poor guy, only 400 million. How he's gonna get by, man?
I mean, what if he only had 20 million?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
hilarious.
Josh G. In with ya. Toppings are cool, but nothing beats a classic cheese with pep.
Mm-hmm. Slice number 2.
Southern Fisherman 843. Kanye actually a bit of a marketing genius. Love him or hate him, he is in control right now.
He ain't in control of his finances, man. Are you kidding me? That is like the biggest fucking rewrite of reality that I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh yeah, Kanye's in control right now. Of what?
That's why he lost all his sponsors and his record label, as you just said, right? That's
what? He's crying like a little bitch about it. He's crying like a little bitch. Oh, Adidas will never leave me. I can say anything I want about the Jews.
Patrick John Welder. That pizza sounds crunchy.
If that's being in control for you, Dave, I'm never going fishing with you in a boat, ever. Because let me tell you something, that ain't fucking control, bro. That is, he lost so much. You can try to rewrite history, bro, but the information's already out there, you know? Spin and narrative ain't gonna cut it. You want to try another spin on that top, bro? Let's see where it goes.
Southern Fisherman 843. LOL, I said the same thing. My buddy told me that, and I was like, WTF. I just thought I'd throw out that stupidity.
There you go. Yeah. That's hilarious. Well, only a fan of Kanye would say that, and if you're a fan of Kanye, you're a fucking idiot. You know? I've never listened to his music before, so I don't even know what he sounds like. And I don't give a fuck, you know? Never been curious. I thought his name was fucking stupid. So I never looked into him.
Patrick John Welder. Drake is better anyways, LOL.
Aren't they like the same kind of music? As long as it's not that mumble shit, I'm cool. I don't like mumble shit.
Southern Fisherman 843.
It ain't rap, it's mumble, you know? They call it mumble rap. No, it's just mumbling.
Patrick John Welder. Come on. Started from the bottom, now we are here.
I know, start from the bottom, now we're here. Started by the bottom, yeah, it's a great song. I'm sure Kanye West has a good song, too. A good sing-along song.
Josh G. Wiki don't like Pearl Jam. The original Mumblers. Southern Fisherman 843.
Did you hear that one, Cyber?
OMG, someone showed me the Island Boys, and I was like, you shoot yourself, WTF.
Yellow Ledbetter, exactly. It's the only one song that you can name. All you got is Yellow Ledbetter, bitch. That's all you got. You ain't got nothing else, Josh. Someone showed me the Island Boys, and I was like, dude, shoot yourself. What the fuck? Who are the Are they mumblers? They sound like they might mumble a little bit. The Island Boys. Have you ever seen those two dudes? They look like brothers.
Josh G. I'm a huge fan, hahaha. I just love
like
that joke.
Millions of dollars of cash.
Southern Fisherman 843. Some idiots from FL.
They've got like millions of dollars of cash, and they've got like all these cars, like all these exotic cars, and they're like really freaky looking. They've got like weird hair and tattoos all over their faces, and they make themselves look like aliens and shit, and they're like really scrawny little punky little bitches, and they act really weird. They talk really weird. Have you seen those guys? I don't know if they're singers or if they're internet stars or what, but they're like worth millions and millions of dollars. I don't even know their name. It might just be one dude. I think it's two dudes. And they're weird, like their hair is all weird and shit.
Patrick John Welder. That's the Island
Boys.
No.
No. I gotta look at this. Is that them? This is gonna be so funny. Because when you said the Island Boys, it literally made me think of these two guys, and I never knew their name. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's totally them! Oh my god, it's them, it's them! Oh god, those guys!
Southern Fisherman 843. Yeah, I think so.
So they had like a career and their career died. The internet's most viral TikTok rappers, the Island Boys, are already facing rough waters only 6 months after the infamous Island something.
Southern Fisherman 843. Dude, they will make you lose some brain cells.
All I knew was that I knew these two guys with this weird, stupid hair and tattoos all over their faces, and they had all this money. I was just wondering where'd all the money come from, you know? They are two ugly, scrawny little bitches. I bet you I could beat both of them by myself. And I'm an old man.
Josh G.
I bet you I could take both of them on at the same time and beat both of them down.
Giving them way too much credit.
They look like they're made out of feathers. I wonder how often somebody comes up to him and challenges them like, dude, you want to fight? They just like throw $1 million at him. Leave me alone.
Patrick John Welder. Jake Paul has been trying to box them for a while now. He hates
Dude, they're scrawny. What is he doing? He's a monster. What is he trying to fight those little tiny guys for? That's hilarious. You can't fight those guys.
Southern Fisherman 843.
I could beat those guys up.
I think they got lucky on TikTok with some viral vids and just ran with their cameo. Josh G. They don't even have 100K to their name.
Well, let me tell you, I saw a video, and I don't know how old it was, but one of those kids had a car, and he opened up the fucking trunk of the car, and he had $1 million cash in the trunk of the car. And he was pulling the money out and throwing it out on the driveway, fucking laughing his ass off. And I was like, where do you get that kind of money? Holy shit. That you literally can just pull $1 million cash and just to show it to people, you know? Ooh, God damn. That's some fucking Monet.
Josh G. All fake Andied. They got exposed a while ago.
Really? All fake and rented? Really? They're not as rich as they
Southern
show.
Fisherman 843. Probably that Amazon money bro.
What is they got?
Southern
money?
Fisherman 843. Prop money. Josh G. They didn't even have a mortgage, LOL all.
Dude, you guys know all about these guys. You guys should be doing the podcast, and I should be watching your show. Let's do a show with Josh and Southern Fisherman's telling us about these two crazy guys. That's the show I want to watch right now. Shit, I got a plate here.
Southern Fisherman 843.
Let me just move it over here to another table.
Yup.
All right. Din Din was stellar. Okay, Din Din was
Southern Fisherman
stellar.
843. Hee.
I like, these are my favorite kind of shows, when you guys dominate the chat and you guys are talking and you guys basically determine the subject matter of the show. These are my favorite shows, man. You never know where one of these shows is going to go. And I love that you guys are talking.
Fried Drive. Sup. Yeah, those guys were using prop money. If you look close, it says copy and has a Chinese letter on one side. Josh G. Now I won't lie, they could have had a chance at a quick cash grab, but they didn't have any actual talent to keep it going.
Dude, they had $1 million cash, bro.
Yone.
I saw that. I mean, it may have been fake. Hi, Tula, but God, what a punk
Patrick
bitch to
John
do that.
Welder. Jake Paul does fight Anderson Silva this Saturday.
A boxing match.
It should be good.
Boxing match, or are they going to
Southern
UFC
Fisherman
it?
843.
Patrick, is that boxing or UFC?
Sporadic topics are the best. Hashtag
Is
Jaragamboy
Jake Paul fighting UFC now?
Patrick John Welder. Boxing.
Young Dolph, thank you for liking my tweet, buddy. I really appreciate that. I'm in the process of doing something. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah. How did I get fucking sideswiped by these island boys? That's right. I remember what I was going to show you. Fuck, dude. I totally forgot. I'm going to show you how I called out Jayapal this morning, and then I'm going to show you the article. This is so funny. I totally forgot about this.
I heard he wanted to fight Andrew Tate. I would love to see that fight cause I don't like either of those bozos. But boy, it would be a good one. Stavo Virtuoso.
Adam, thank you.
Jeremy Spoken. Yeah. Southern Fisherman 843. Well, you know what it's time to burn, homies.
It is time to burn. Give me a second. I have to find this fucking video, and my brain is skidding right now. Hold on. It's like spinning.
Billy Valentine. Island boys suck. I prefer the Peninsula Brothers.
Ah ha ha! You're so funny, Peninsula Brothers. Okay, here's the video, and I know it's about 37 minutes in. I'm going to bring this up, and we're going to watch it's only like 1 minute of me talking, okay?
Southern Fisherman,
and I'm going to show you how accurate,
ha.
How accurate I was when I said that this morning on this morning show. And, okay, there it is. Charlie Chris Turns to Straight Lying. That was the name of the show. Okay, and we are 33 minutes in right here. Great, here we go. Okay, check this out.
I want to brighten this up a little bit.
Let's go. Okay.
avoid a prolonged conflict between Ukraine and Russia.
You guys already showed you this
Southern
video.
Fisherman
That's right. Didn't I show you this
843?
video? And I said I was going to come back and talk about
Billy
it. Then I never came back and talked about it.
Because
Because I went and I got my pizza. And I forgot.
Restream.io.
That's right. And then the pizza.
Congratulations.
Pizza makes me forget everything.
You've received 100
It's not the cannabis,
messages
it's the
today
pizza.
with Restream chat.
Anyway, my point is this, man. Jayapal sent this letter with 30 of her colleagues.
Stavo Virtuoso. The Island Boys are gay wannabe thug twin brothers laugh out loud. Tony Zanny. You showed it on
I
Rumble.
showed it on Rumble. Okay, let's watch it on the main show because it's very short, and we'll smoke a bong rip while we watch. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
I gotta
everybody.
celebrate this stuff every time it happens, man. It makes me so happy. This is all I've wanted
Cheers,
in this stupid world. The U.S. has provided Ukraine with $60 billion in aid and says it's up to Kyiv when you negotiate. A group of 30 liberal
Stavo
Democratic
Virtuoso.
representatives urged President Joe Biden to pursue negotiations with Russia to end the war in Ukraine in the first sign of disagreement in the party over the White House's strategy. In a letter to Biden, the lawmakers led by Washington Representative
Stavo Virtuoso.
Pramila Jayapal said
They
that
want fight,
direct
LOL.
negotiations with Russia should be opened in order to avoid prolonging the war even further. Thank you, Pramila Jayapal. What kind of a name is Pramila?
Stupid
But
fucking
thank you.
name. Your mother hated you. That's why she named you that.
Wow, somebody said on Twitter to me once, they're like, well, Pramila Jayapal is good. And I was like, fuck them all. Fuck all these politicians.
That's where I stopped it last time. Great. So you heard me say, fuck all these politicians. After I congratulated them for doing something right, and then I said, fuck them all. And the reason I said fuck them all was because they've been sending money, and they've been going along with sending money, and nobody's been speaking out against sending billions of our dollars to this war. They were on a Jake Paul show and ran away because of investment question. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. I'd love to watch that. They ran away? Like they got up and walked off the show? Anyway, so as it turns out, Jimmy Dore covered this afternoon. You know what he said? He said, well, you know, that's all bullshit what Jayapal and these 30 people said, because they all voted for war. They've all been supporting this war. And now they're just saying this and it's bullshit. And he stopped at that. Well, 5 minutes after he put that up on the internet, they literally rescinded what they said. They took back their letter. She wrote another letter and she denied everything that she said, and she says, we completely support Ukraine now. That was less than 24 hours after releasing the first letter, right? Jimmy Dore didn't know that. And I'm sure they're gonna cover that now too. But I'm covering it because I saw it too, and Jimmy Dore didn't get to cover the second letter, and luckily I did, because I saw that second letter come out, and I hadn't talked about it yet. And now we're talking about it. A second letter was released. She went back on what she said, and I've got the letter right here. And it goes like this. Progressives retract Ukraine letter to Biden after uproar. Now, this was only 24 hours. There wasn't an uproar. In 24 hours, you don't hear an uproar in 24 hours. That's bullshit. This was all a plan from the very beginning of all of them to try to fool you guys into getting their support, into them getting your support. They want your vote, and it's a voting year, election year is all coming up right now, and so they figured they'd tell you a couple lies. They're going to give you student loan debt. No, we're going to take that back. Oh, we want to stop the war in Ukraine. No, we're going to take that back. But we hope that most of you hear that we wanted to do these things, and you don't hear that we're retracting them 24 hours later.
Sorry, Logan Paul.
Because that's how news works. You only hear the first release. Most people only hear the first part, and then the retraction comes, and barely anybody hears that. So what does this equal for Democrats? It equals, well, we lied to you to get votes, and we're going to win some votes, so it should be okay with our constituents, because they all want everyone to vote for us anyway. Not okay with me. You're a fucking liar.
Switch.
I don't like liars. You're lying.
Fish never learn.
Just when
Hello from Canada.
Hey, Mike from Canada. How's it going, buddy? Just like what happened with Charlie Crist saying that Florida is the most expensive state in the United States to live in. He tweeted that. Now, that's a fucking lie. It's, you know, it's not even the 10th most expensive state in the United States to live in. He said because of Ron DeSantis, Florida is the most expensive state to live in. So I Googled it, you know, I wanted to find out, and sure enough, it's Hawaii, actually. Hawaii is the most expensive state to live in. That means that Charlie Crist lied to try to win votes. And that's not how you win my vote. Unfortunately, that fucking cocksmoker already got my vote in the bag.
Hippie chick.
Which is, it sucks.
Christ is sad.
Because if I had heard this lie before, I wouldn't have voted for that motherfucker. I would have said, best of luck to you, bitch. But I didn't hear the lie because the lie was just told today or yesterday. But it was told on a tweet that he just wrote. DeSatan is trending, but it's only got 3,000 tweets. Governor DeSantis is trending at 62,000 tweets. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Here's the tweet, man. Holy shit. The very first one that we pull up. Can you believe this? This is perfect. Perfect for my show. Let me just fix the crypto here for a second. Wow, man, look at that.
Southern Fisherman 843. The Island Boys walk off the podcast full video. Southern Fisherman 843.
Thank you, I'll look for it.
That's the Logan Paul vid.
Okay, thank you.
Southern Fisherman 843.
Hey, I know, right? Rhode Island's the largest state in the union.
Billy Ballantyne. I know, right. Hey, Rhode Island is the largest state in the union.
Now, how many people do you know are going to tell you not to vote, and then they're going to go and vote, and they're going to vote for a motherfucker, and then they're going to tell you, look, I was a sucker because I fucking voted, I told you not to vote, and then I went and voted. And then they're going to tell you, you know what, I feel bad, I fucking voted because Charlie Crist just lied and said Florida is the most expensive state in the country to live in.
Southern Fisherman
because Ron DeSantis has taken his eye off the ball. That was tweeted 21 hours ago. That was stated 21 hours ago. So it's a fresh lie, and it came out after the fact I had already voted for this motherfucker. So, you know, Ron DeSantis doesn't really lie too much. He doesn't really lie that much. He's more of just a straightforward racist, and then you support him because you're a fucking cunt racist too.
Pride Drive.
You know, that's basically, that's him. That's his game.
Sounds like a boy that loves berries and cream.
You know, the one thing he does lie about is he says he looks out for the rights of children, which is bullshit. He doesn't look out for the rights of children. He doesn't think children are people.
Billy Ballantyne.
He thinks they're non-people.
Bingo.
Fried Drive and Billy Ballantyne are here. Oh, God, they're fighting. Billy and Fried Drive are fighting. Billy Ballantyne, everyone. Billy. He fights with himself. He fights among himselves. He fights among himselves. I said that intentionally. I don't know why, but I did. I am saying top of the hour for Cyber Reload.
Yeah, let me back on.
Pack your bong and get your stuff. I'm so glad I turned that clock volume down. Used to be so aggravating. Now it's kind of nice. It's quiet.
Billy Ballantyne. I do love berries and cream, though. What? Southern Fisherman 843.
I'm still
Shoe.
Okay.
EA.
Well, I was saying cheers to Togadoo.
Southern Fisherman 843. Churs.
So there's a lie Charlie Crist told. Florida is the most expensive. I don't know how many podcasters are going to tell you they voted for somebody and then expose them for being a fucking liar. But I am, and you're not going to get that level of reality anywhere else on the internet. I was literally supporting that guy a couple days ago, and now I got to tell you, I regret it, because he's a fucking liar, and I don't know what else the fuck he's lying about. No law regarding cannabis. Cyber, cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Top of the hour.
Liquid amber. I like pizza too.
I love pizza. I just enjoyed it. 2 slices. You got to do everything in moderation, man, you know. And if you do everything in moderation, you can enjoy everything. That's why I don't get to enjoy my podcasts, because I'm not doing it in moderation. See, I'm oversaturating my market.
Liquid amber. Cheers, nay.
I spoil my wonderful audience, but you know what? You guys deserve it. You guys deserve to be spoiled, and I just love spoiling you guys. I like that you are the only audience on the planet that says that your podcaster goes live 3 times a day
Southern
for you
Fisherman
every day.
843. In a joint venture, Green Thumb Industries announced a partnership with 10 Circle K gas stations to open emporiums, a number that is likely to grow.
Cannabis emporiums.
Southern Fisherman 843. Google it.
Yeah, we've got a little Circle K down the street. They've been selling bongs and pipes and stuff for years, bro. Anytime I come from out of town, you know, to visit, when I was coming from out of town to visit, you know, when it used to happen, I could go by a little head shop, you know, little, it's like a Cumberland Farms. And I think it is a Cumberland Farms, actually. And this very nice Indian family owns it. And they're very discreet and cool, and you just say, I'm looking for some tobacco pipes, and they'll pull out a whole goddamn thing of bongs. And they're so sweet and nice about it, man. Oh, I love it. Well, now a big ass store opened up next door to them. I don't know if it put them out of business on that or not. They probably still sell it. Okay, let's hear this. Is 67 seconds that supposedly Charlie Crist eviscerated Ron DeSantis for a whole minute. So I want to listen to this. Let's listen to this, guys. We'll see if he really eviscerated him. I just don't believe it, but let's find out.
Congressman?
I'll tell you what I think.
What the governor did was a horrible political stunt. You know, we have an immigration problem. We have a problem at the border. We need to secure the border. I agree with all of that. But it doesn't mean that you use Florida taxpayers' dollars to charter 2 jets, go to Texas, lie to people to get them onto planes, fly them up to the northern part of our country.
Wow.
And one of them's a 1-year-old baby. Another is a pregnant woman. You're willing to use people like that. In this case, they were Hispanics, Venezuelan in particular, and have them as props for your political gain? That's not the way to change policy. You can change policy and do what's right to secure the border by having comprehensive immigration reform. That's what I voted for in Congress. When you were in Congress, you wouldn't do it because you want to keep this issue alive. You want to have it as a wedge issue, and you want to pull political stunts like you did with the taxpayers' dollars of the people of Florida. That's not what it's for. That's not what you should have done. It isn't funny. It's not right. And you were inhumane in how you treated these people.
That's time.
Dude, he did. He fucking owned Ron DeSantis in 1 minute. I mean, I've said the exact same things on this show for weeks, ever since this thing started. You know, I've been saying this. But, you know, maybe that's why you watch the show and you appreciate it. At the same time, hey man, the guy who just lied about Florida being the most expensive state to live in, you know what he should do? He should retract that statement because it's not true, and then he'll get my support again. You know, you made a mistake. It's okay to make a mistake, but you need to fucking retract that shit. So I'm gonna tweet that at him right now. Because I like what he just said. You know, he was right. He's right. Ron DeSantis is a fucking cunt monster. Okay, he's a cunt monster. Okay, I can't think of too many other words to describe Ron DeSantis. He is pig shit vomited up. That's what he is. He's fucking pig shit vomited up. That's what Ron DeSantis is. Just so you guys know where I stand on all of this, you know, and I just don't want the other guy fucking lying to me. You know, he doesn't need to lie to me. Okay, so let's just try. I'm just gonna tweet this at him, and you guys can watch me compose the tweet. Okay, it's gonna be really simple. All right, it's gonna say this. It's gonna say, please simply retract this false statement, which was easily disproven on Google, so I can support you again. You know, it'll take you 5 seconds to say I was wrong about Florida being the number one state.
Good.
How you handled immigration in the debate could win me back, but only after this lie has been retracted. Best of luck to you. Please simply retract this false statement, which was easily disproven on Google, so I can support you again. How you handled immigration in the debate could win me back, but only after this lie has been retracted. You know? That's how I feel, man.
Hippie chick. Excellent.
Funny, I lose some people on Rumble because there was a bunch of right-wingers when they find out, you know, that I tell truth about Ron DeSantis, and they can't justify it. They don't know how to Anyway, this is the retraction of what we were talking about earlier. Progressives retract Ukraine letter to Biden after uproar. So after I said, you don't trust these fucking politicians, right? 24 hours later, they proved me right. They're pieces of shit. They only did this for votes. It's a big fucking stunt. They can't stand behind it because they can't get their special monies, if they do, from, you know, the corporations that want war. And you can just go through this. Group of resident Democrats in Congress said Tuesday it had retracted a letter to the White House urging President Joe Biden to engage in direct diplomatic talks with Russia after it triggered an uproar among Democrats. Well, you know what? Fuck Democrats, you fucking war cunts. How about that? And raised questions about the strength of the party's support for Ukraine. That's going to kill you guys in the election, because there's a lot of people right now that are supporting Republicans because Republicans are lying to their constituents and saying that they're anti-Ukraine war funding now. Of course, they're lying about that shit. And once they get in there, they're gonna do exactly what these fucking douchebags are doing. It won't matter. It's all a big lying fucking game. My point is, I see it all, and now that you watch this show and you pay attention to what I'm talking about, you can see it too. You know? So thanks for opening up your eyes to these fucking idiots. You want to know what is this? What's her fucking name again? What's her name? Pramila? Yeah, Pramila. You want to know what a Pramila looks like? That's what a Pramila looks like. Don't be a fucking Pramila, okay? Don't be a fucking Pramila. Don't get 30 people together in the United States government to back up a letter that you wrote, Pramila, that says that you want to negotiate with Russia and you want to see an end to this fucking war. You want to see an off-ramp. You want to see light at the end of the fucking tunnel, right? Don't be that person and then 24 hours later you be this person and write a fucking retraction saying, no, we no longer support what we just said 24 hours ago because we're a bunch of spineless cunts. In a statement, Representative Pramila Jayapal, the chair of the Progressive Caucus, said the caucus was withdrawing the letter it sent less than 24 hours prior. It was signed by 30 members of the party's liberal flank. And yet 24 hours later, and this is what Jimmy Dore couldn't cover on his show, but I can cover on mine because
Hippie chick.
I went a little later than he
In
did.
working, that's why I'm
What's
not
really
around.
funny is
I only support
I
the
didn't clue in on this from
Constitution
Jimmy
because I've
Dore.
sworn allegiance.
I got all excited when I saw
Fuck
this
political
article,
liars.
and then I started going through some other shit, and I saw that Jimmy Dore had just put up a fucking video covering it. I was like, oh, motherfucker, I want to be the first one to cover this shit. And sure enough, there were people in the chat that were mentioning this, but he hadn't gotten there yet because the video went up prior to this second retraction. But I will give Jimmy Dore 100% full credit for this. He called this shit before it happened. He said, that's a bullshit letter that those motherfuckers put out there. And now they gone and they've proven Jimmy Dore right. So I want to give Jimmy Dore, I'm fucking mad or whatever with people and I don't fucking want to talk about, supporting someone because, I don't like what the fuck they're about or whatever. I will still, when they're making sense, man, even if it's fucking Jimmy Dore, who I've been pissed at a lot recently. And I will let you hear them on my show making complete and perfect sense. This one is called House Progressives' Fake Call to End Ukraine War. They keep voting for
proxy war in Ukraine with a think tank position.
This is the Jimmy Dore Show with Aaron
When
Monte.
they elected progressives under the assumption that a progressive was going to be, anti-war and not be voting in lockstep with neocons like Liz Cheney and Lindsey Graham to fuel a disastrous proxy war like the one we're seeing in Ukraine. Well, that happened, but then when the squad and their kind got to Congress, when the time came to vote on whether or not to send out billions of dollars to a Ukraine proxy war, they voted every single time with Liz Cheney and Lindsey Graham and the neocons. And so finally, after multiple votes, there's been the initial round of like the $40 billion and the Ukraine Release Act, and there was another recent vote around $13 million for the Ukraine proxy war. Finally, for the first time, Jimmy, we're hearing a peep from Democrats calling for diplomacy.
No.
Yes. This is what the headline. This is what the headline says. So this is the Washington Post. Liberals urge Biden to rethink Ukraine's liberals. Well, the liberals, it's 30 members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, not the entire caucus.
There's 90 people in the Congressional.
Yeah, so 30 of them, including the squad, are calling for diplomacy. This is the first time in this nearly year-long war that they're actually making this call on Biden to engage with diplomacy.
There it is. He says this is the first time since this thing started that they're finally calling for diplomacy. They called it. And what they're going to say, what Aaron's going to say, and what Jimmy's going to agree to, is that these people are insincere about what they're claiming they want right here.
Let's hear what they say. A group of 30 House liberals is urging President Biden to dramatically shift his strategy on the Ukraine war and pursue direct negotiations with Russia. The first time prominent members of his own party have pushed him to change his approach to Ukraine. The first time. In a letter led by Pramila Jayapal, chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, the 30 Democrats call on Biden to pair the unprecedented economic and military support the U.S. is providing Ukraine with a, quote, proactive diplomatic push, redoubling efforts to seek a realistic framework for a ceasefire. So they're not saying we're going to cut off the military weapons we've been sending to Ukraine. They're not saying we're going to stop voting for them. They're just saying to Biden, can you also, for the first time, think about negotiations? That's essentially what they're telling Biden. This is their bold move. The Biden administration has been adamant that it is up to Kiev whether and when to negotiate with Russia, arguing that Ukrainians, as a free people, should decide their fate. But some Russian experts say Moscow will only negotiate with the U.S., a fellow superpower. The lawmakers say that opening must be seized given the war's spreading devastation, adding, quote, the alternative to diplomacy is protracted war with both its attendant certainties and catastrophic and unknowable risks.
It's time to smoke. Quarter of the hour, a little late. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, everybody.
including the threat of nuclear war, as Biden himself has warned about. But this is how the Biden White House responded. White House spokesperson John Kirby said the administration appreciates their very thoughtful concerns, but reiterated that the Ukrainians must be central to any diplomatic overtures. We're not going to have conversations with the Russian leadership without the Ukrainians being represented, Kirby said. So that's the response to this. We'd love to have diplomacy, but nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. We have to center the Ukrainians. The problem with that, though, which you can't learn from the Washington Post because they censored the story, but you can hear about on the Jimmy Dore show, is that the last time Ukraine and Russia directly negotiated, what happened? Right, the U.S. sabotaged those talks. U.S. said Boris Johnson, March article, the U.S. said Boris Johnson, went to Zelensky and said, you can't negotiate with Putin, now's the time to press it. So that's really how much the U.S. cares about Ukrainian agency in negotiating with Russia.
So when they say that, it's all about, gotta be Ukraine, we can't do anything without Ukraine, it's about Ukraine, what they mean is they don't give a shit about Ukraine, and they don't care how many people die or how big their infrastructure gets demolished, because this is actually about a proxy war and it's about damaging Russia's economy. Nothing to do with Ukraine.
Absolutely. And it's also so disingenuous because they're saying, look, this is up to for Ukraine to decide. Well, meanwhile, Ukraine wouldn't be able to fight this war without tens of billions of dollars in weapons and literally the U.S. helping to choose targets.
Yeah, so Ukraine would actually be motivated to negotiate. In fact, they would have probably started the Donbass, and which Zelensky did. He ramped up the fighting and tripled it, and some people say in order to provoke Vladimir Putin to invade. And so if he didn't have the United States backing, they would have never did that, and we wouldn't have this war.
And it's all the more pathetic and tragic because Zelensky explicitly ran to the opposite. He got 70% of the vote. So we're talking about like listening to Ukrainians, okay? Well, what happened when he ran? He got 70% of the vote, and his mandate was to make peace. He was going to end the war in the Donbass that had started with the U.S. back in 2014. And he came in and actually made some effort to do it. He ordered the neo-Nazi Azov to pull back their weapons from.
Rumble only lets me comment, but have been here whole time.
Everything all right, Mom? Oh, shit. Is it all right? No, I had those 2 slices of pizza. Yeah. No, I'm good. And if there's any left over and I'm hungry later, I'll eat it if there's any left over. All right.
Position where they were shelling an area of the Donbass. Azov simply said, no, we're not going to do it. And then Zelensky went in person and pleaded to them, please pull back, and they said to go away, basically. They ignored him. And then when he pressed further to try to get some sort of end to the war in the Donbass, he was threatened with a coup. And he backed down. And the U.S. never said a word, because I think they were siding with the far right of Ukraine, not with the people of Ukraine who elected Zelensky. So that's how much the U.S. really cares about Ukrainian voices. So let's get back to this Washington story and a reaction to this progressive letter. So this is more from John Kirby, the White House spokesperson. Zelensky gets to determine, because it's his country, what success looks like and when to negotiate. We'd all like to see this war end today, and quite frankly, it could end today if Mr. Putin did the right thing and pulled his troops out.
The one thing they know is not going to happen. They keep saying that's got to happen. You know what? This could end today if the United States stopped arming Ukraine and stopped funding them. That's another way you can end this war.
Yeah, these guys are just doing nothing but making sense. So, I recommend, I don't want to kill my show numbers by playing this because I know you guys are going to leave on me. But
Rumble doesn't lag like YouTube. Somehow I fall behind over here.
Rumble getting really, really, really far behind depending on how long the stream is. I think yesterday or the day before I was over a minute behind in the end of the stream.
Hold on 1 second, Chris. Hello?
Hey, sweetie.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, I suppose of course I do love you, sweetie, because that's what was completely natural in my mouth to come out of my mouth.
Uh-huh.
At that moment, so I just, of course I love you. You're adorable. You're so...
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
To say it. No, so I don't want to, be a liar and be like, oh, that was some bullshit, because that wasn't. Apparently, that was just me in my space, doing what seemed natural, and that's what it was. So I hope that doesn't stress you out, but it just, I'm just gonna own that shit, and that's what that is, all right?
Okay.
Okay, babe.
All right. Bye-bye. So, you guys, can you guys hear me? Sabri, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me on the live stream? Can you guys hear me on Rumble? Let me know if you guys can hear me, because it's showing that you guys can hear me. I'm assuming you can hear me. Okay, my audio is... I've unmuted my microphone, but it looked like my other mic was working. It looks like I'm running 2 mics.
Josh G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can hear me? Okay, cool.
CJ Hill. Yes, we can.
I guess it just muted me on Rumble. I mean on, whatever. Which is no big deal, because if you're watching on Rumble, you already know what that call is about. So, you guys from Rumble are probably laughing your asses off right now. Okay, so what I was going to say before the phone rang was, you guys can go ahead and go over there to watch the rest of that. It's really good, and they're going to get into a lot of things that we were talking about before they even knew that those sons of bitches reversed their decision. I got to tell my mom. She doesn't even know. Mom, you know those 30 Democrats that, including
They want to end the war?
Yeah, they want to start negotiating.
Yes.
Do you know what they did?
What?
They wrote another letter and they retracted their first letter. All 30 of them.
Why? There's got to be a good reason.
Why do you think?
I don't know.
Because it was a political stunt, and they're hoping people don't hear this part of it. And they're trying to win people's votes, the progressive vote, people that want to end the war. You know, you want to know what they said? The Democrats wouldn't have it. They got too much backlash from the Democrats. That's crazy, man. What's that? I can't. What, Mom? I think she's. I don't know if she's talking to me or not. I think she's talking to herself now. I think she changed the purview of the conversation. But go to Jimmy Dore if you want to watch the rest of that Aaron Mate video. It's called House Progressives Fake
Sean,
Crime and
a.k.a.
Ukraine War.
Trendy Orca. Keep it open.
Let me see what else is going on. I'm keep trying to do this, man. I'm like losing track of what I'm doing over here. That's all I was trying to do. That video only has 14,000 views so far. So
CJ
got to
Hill.
see it pretty easy.
We really need to change the way our political system is and make it elected by the people for the people.
Make it elected by the people for the people. Well, the problem is the people that we've put in power of us don't want to do that. That thing that you're saying, yeah, they don't want to do that. And if you want to do that, there's only two ways to do it. You get them to do it, or you got to fucking do it. That means getting out in the street, bro. You know, it only takes 5% of the entire population to do it. We could change the goddamn law. Change the goddamn leadership. But it takes people, you know, got to get behind someone like Lee Camp, who's out there leading people. Now I just need the Rumble page one more time, man. The Rumble page. I have a hard time finding the Rumble page. Is that it?
CJ Hill. I know they don't. I would try, but I don't want to be snuffed by the Clintons.
Oh, you won't be. Don't you worry about that. I mean, if you ever got to the point where you were big enough to be snuffed by the Clintons, I think that would be a hell of a fucking accomplishment. You should try to work towards that, you know? You should make that, you know, one of your... God, it's amazing how many windows I can have open on this computer. And just, I don't even think about it because they're so powerful now. This used to be something I'd have to consider. But anyway, if that interests you, if you just want to hear, I mean, I don't think it would interest you, but I'm going to give you the link anyway. This is why I don't think it would interest you. Because what do you care, seriously, what do you care about the intentions of 30 politicians that just fucking lied to your faces, man, you know, about ending a war to secure votes? My mom's like, why'd they retract it? I'm like, for votes. It's a political stunt. They're hoping that people don't hear about it. You know, they'll hear about the first part. Oh, well, they were, remember them? They were anti-war. They tried to end the war. They were ahead of this thing. And then 24 hours later, they were behind it again. Wow, isn't that funny? Politics are so funny, man. Ha, ha, ha. I almost forgot to laugh. You know? That's a good one right there. The politics are so funny, I almost forgot to laugh. I'm doing stuff right now. I'm doing stuff. Looking at me. I'm doing it. Doing stuff now. Oh my God, how did I not think of this before? What is wrong with me? This is the perfect setup. Dude, it's only taken me, as OCD as I am, it's only taken me forever to realize that I could center my whole console setup here on an angle of the table instead of a flat side. You see how this is flat and it's flat over here, but here's an angle. And I never thought, hey man, make the angle. Get off. There's a crumb on my angle. There's a crumb on my angle.
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca.
Sean!
Politics is filthy business.
Sean, there was a filthy crumb on my filthy angle. That's all I'm saying. Is to center it on this angle here and pull this up, because I'm so OCD, right? So this should all be like this. My girlfriend and I watched the videos for my haunted houses. We watched like 3 of them from different years and shit. And she dug it, man. She was like, she's getting scared, you know. I'd be like, I'd turn the camera really fast, and there'd be like, you know, some creepy thing, and she'd be like, ah. I'd be like, oh, I had the volume up really loud, and I had all the fucking Rob Zombie music playing in the background. Do. It was fucking bad as shit, dude. It was like being there, you know. And you know what? It made me want to bring her there to California, you know, to the house. I was like, God, man, you gotta come out here to the fucking house. I was like, maybe I won't sell it, you know. You know, I don't need the money because I'm not greedy. I just don't need a whole bunch of things. I got everything I need. You know, what else do I need? Another guitar? Okay, I can afford that, you know?
Josh G. Time to do that to Mom's house.
Mom! Somebody in the chat recommended I turn the house into a haunted house this year. Well, in California, I used to have... Yeah, she's laughing. So, I used to do that to the house when I lived in the Springs, in the other house. I used to do a haunted house. And, you know, I'd have a party.
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca.
And people would...
Cool idea.
People would take their chances, you know, because my haunted houses are pretty brutal. I was showing my girlfriend today. There's this one dude, he's got like this plunger with like, it looks like radioactive fluid in it. And it looks like he's stabbing himself repeatedly. It's a big skeleton. It flies above the entranceway when you come in. But the thing is,
Josh G. Mom's gonna be pissed.
Mom is gonna be pissed.
Sean, aka Trendy Orca. Make them sign a waiver, LOL.
Exactly. Sean understands. Exactly. They have to sign a waiver to come to one of my haunted houses because literally that first thing is a dude and he's trying to inject himself and he doesn't always hit his hand. And sometimes he goes too far, you know? And sometimes he hits his hand and he knocks his hand out of the way and he goes past it. It's a real fucking needle, man. It's a goddamn turkey baster injector with a fucking metal, sharp-ass metal needle on the end of it, hollow. That's what that syringe is. And I filled it with day glow paint, you know, and it's got black light on it, and it's dude, the video, it looks bad as fuck. I put it on the end of the needle too, and I explained to my girlfriend, I was like, that's a real needle. And then, you know, they got saw blades and shit, just fucking dangerous shit, man, that you gotta watch out for. You can't walk into shit. You could lose an eye in there. Be careful. Watch out what you're walking into.
Josh G.
It's not really built for safety.
The real deal haunted house like those ones where they actually harmed furs.
Yeah.
Stupid idiots. Y'all remember that?
The ones where they actually harmed you? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they were pretty rough, man. It just depended on where you went and who was working
Sean,
that night.
aka Trendy Orca.
You know, some people are pretty...
have a medic ready.
I'm really into it. I'm really into it. I'm playing a serial killer tonight. I'm really into playing my part. I got that Gorilla Glue. I don't want to ruin my mom's dinner. You know, she's sitting there with my father having dinner tonight. I don't want to be in here screaming and ruining her.
Tony Zanny. Go to one in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, they're bad. Oops.
Fried Drive. McKamey Manor. I worked advertising for them. The owner went mad and pulls teeth now.
He's a dentist? Or he just pulls his own teeth out? So what is he doing? What's with the teeth? Oh, my girlfriend loved being able to hit this bong. The way it chug-a-lugs. Oh, yeah. She's totally down. I'm looking for seeds right now.
Fried Drive.
That's why it's taking a little while.
No, he pulls customers' teeth. The haunt is in an old farm in Summertown, Tennessee now, and has gotten that extreme.
Wow.
Tony Zanny.
They would have it at the old insane asylum, right? Those are the best ones, bro, you know? So this haunted house is built on an Indian burial ground. Those are one of my favorites, you know? Oh my God. Because, you know, you do not want to fuck with the natives. So do we need to brighten things up in here, folks? What do we just kind of look like I'm evil or some shit?
CJ Hill.
Why do I look so evil?
Haunted houses freaked me out way too bad when I was a kid, early teenager. Can't do M at all, way too much of a pussy.
That's funny. Want to go brighter than that? Are we good? One more click.
Big Merc 83.
That's too much.
We have one here in Tucson called the Slaughterhouse, which is at an old guess what slaughterhouse.
Guess where it is? It's a slaughterhouse. It's called the Slaughterhouse. It's located at the slaughterhouse. Okay, so I've got this bowl just packed. Man. I'd say this is like 420 or something. Just call it something earlier. Call it from something earlier. Um, Cardano, you guys. Cardano jumped up 5 cents, man. So it went from 35 cents all the way up to 43, and now it's at 40. So
Big Merc 83. The F asterisk 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 up thing is the wall that goes around the perimeter of the property, has pictures of cattle and ranchers and whatnot.
Huh. That's interesting. Cyber?
Yeah, I'm back, bro.
All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cyber, cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, cheers.
Rogan. Rogie. Rogie, 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 Rogie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's get up. Come on. Let's get up. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay? Okay? Gotta take care of my dog. God, man.
Big Merc 83.
What else is in my title?
Come watch the show gang nays will sell you the whole seat, but you will only need the edge.
I like that. Ooh. I love this reporting. Up to 85% of Russia's killer drones reportedly shot down. Wow. Well, if, let's say, what is that, 15% of them hit, it only took 15% of the drones to take out 40% of your power grid? What's that say about Ukraine, man? And the other problem is this. There's more drones coming. You can't stop them. You know, Russia ain't even making them. They're outsourcing that shit. So I don't think there's going to be a problem with supply of drones, man. I bet you the United States doesn't even know where they're coming in at. They're so fucking small. there's still controversy over if they're Iranian or not, you know, which is silly because I was just watching a video from a long time ago where it's like, we're at war with Iran and nobody even realizes it. God, what was it over? I can't even remember. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't think it was Stuxnet. Sanctions?
Big Merc 83. Iran making drones.
Well, yeah, we're at war with Iran, you know, through this proxy war, and they've joined forces with Russia. It should be pretty obvious why. I mean, I explained it really well in that video. I was just... I don't know, man. I don't know how long ago it was when I was talking about it. At war with Iran officially, as I told you we would be. Here it is. 2020. January 7th, 2020. All over the world. Iran's got it too. Russia's got it. Israel's got it. You know, it's just going to take a few of those people to show up and do their job. That's why they're here. It is sad and it's scary, and I've been sitting here watching the news, reading it out to Andrea for the last
Big
hour
Merc
before we started the
83.
show, and it's been stressing me
There's
out.
this thing called the Drone Racing League. The military should hire some of those kids to fly some military drones. Unreal.
It's really stressful. It is. If you care about people and you care about lives, and I do, and I don't want American soldiers to die. I don't want anybody to die. But unfortunately, this is where we're at right now. Sorry, Jerry. Go watch a news program. Stop asking dumb questions, Jack, okay? You're asking very stupid, unrelatable questions that have no basis in this conversation. Before I do this, Dab, Donald, you're getting blocked. Like I said, going there because you're not going to have great-grandkids because the human race will be exterminated by them because of what we've done. Okay, so understand that. Whenever you're sitting there, you know, dreaming about being on a planet, you know, on another planet and going into outer space, you got to remember impending doom. The girl in this video, crazy story. Come to Rumble to hear it after the show ends. Oh, look at him. It's too much, Charlie. We didn't steal any money, Donald. Because Barack Obama did it. Donald Trump didn't like it because he's a racist.
Fried drive.
Oh.
You look like the evil Colonel Sanders then.
You know what it was, dude? I remember. It was when Donald Trump pulled back the money that we were sending Iran to get them to stop making nukes. That's what this was all about. And I said, we're at war with them, dude. This is an active war. What we're doing right now is fucking crazy. We were giving them back their money. We were giving Iran back money that we stole from them when we sanctioned them. So, wow. So that's what that was all about. And so this has been going on since 2020. I mean, since Stuxnet 2010. You know, and before that, too. You know, there's a long-ass history of back and forth. 3 watching on Rumble? Really? Huh. Only 3 people watching on Rumble. God, before there was a whole bunch of people there. I must have said something to scare off a bunch of right-wingers. I don't know what it is about them, man. What is it about them? They don't say anything. They just leave. We should read the Rumble chat, huh? Dude, I didn't know you could right-click in a fucking tab.
Big Merc 83. I came to the main YouTube just so I could chat.
Just so you could chat? Oh yeah, I don't see you chatting in here. Huh. Oh, whatever.
Big Merc 83. I was on Rumble at the beginning.
He was on Rumble. He was on Rumble at the beginning.
Big Merc 83. It's weird if I go to a link you put it lets me chat, but not comment. But if I go to the app it will let me comment and not chat.
Huh.
Tony Zanny. Me also.
Wow.
Do they have an account?
Well, he says it's weird.
No mind.
If you go to the app, it'll let me comment and not chat. If I go to a link you put in, it lets me chat, but not comment. Okay, like here's a link. There's a link in the live stream if you guys want to go to Rumble and hear a fucked up story. Ooh, it's on Newfoundland 420. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Look at that. Just look at that. Look at it.
Big Merc 83. Yes, I do, and it's not very user-friendly.
That belt was way too fucking tight. I don't know what I was thinking. Must have been those two. Must have been those 2 slices of pizza. Bam.
Tony Zanny. Or puts your chat up twice.
Or puts your chat up twice, does it? Bowflow. Bowflow. Bowflow.
Tony Zanny. If I'm on the main Rumble you don't seem to get any comments, and that's not using the link.
I see Big Merc.
Fried Drive. This robot is not reading my Facebook chats. You know what that means? It's gonna be a cold winter. I have pizza. BTC Blast past 20K. Jayapal lied for votes. Rumble rants. Les Peter Guitar Jam. Moo. Token Tony Z. Hello Nay. Notlin. Afternoon Nay. Notlin. Why he crashed and burned. Token Tony Z. LOL. Token Tony Z. Yes. Notlin. LOL work towards getting. Notlin. Dirtier than the sewers. Big Merc 83. Live chat and Rumble. Big Merc 83. Through link.
Huh. There it was. So we've got growth on that big trunk out there that I was worried about, that big banana trunk. And I'd sliced it down just enough, man, It took just the tip off of a leaf that was coming up, but it would have taken forever for it to split through, you know, this much banana tree that wasn't growing. It would have to rot off, you know, eventually. So you can just slice it off with a knife, man. It slices right out, it takes 1 second. Serrated, use the serrated. It slices right through it. Nice serrated knife. Lo and behold, I took off this little tip of a leaf, which meant there was growth there. So now there's nothing blocking it, and like a plug, you know, and it's totally free to start. It's totally free to start growing at will now, which is nice. It's a nice thing. You know, I like that. So, you guys that are on the on all the other videos across all the other channels, come on over to Rumble and I'll tell you something crazy. I'll tell you a crazy story. Okay? I put a link in the chat. I can do it again. Come on over, guys. Here it is. Come on over to Rumble. I'm going to tell you guys a fucking story if you guys want to hear it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Rumble. Peace.